Hey everyone, I'm here to talk to you about September's excellent polish pickup inspired. The theme this month is vintage Halloween. There are so many really great, really good polishes this month. My wish list is pretty long. If I have time, I will try to share mine. But I did start a new job, so hence coming to you from my car. I don't have time during the day at home to film, so you get intro from the car, you get outro from the car. My swatches I did at home because I was able to do those, but I'm super excited to share the swatches that I have this month for Vintage Halloween. Up at the top, everything is already up on my Instagram with swatches and photos. That's over on Polished Bookworm on Instagram. And the shop for September polish pickup opens on Friday, the 6th of September at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And it is open through Monday, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th of September. And it's kind of open through that whole day. But I'm going to get to the swatches real quick. This is going to be a quick video. I have a handful for this month. I might have even less next month just because with starting my new job, I'm working full time now. So I have time for pictures a bit, kind of. But I don't have as much time. I will be hybrid again towards the end of the year. So I will be here as much as possible because I still have Bee's Knees for this month. I still have Lurid for this month. And I'm still able to film swatches. It's just kind of like this stuff that's like I don't have as much time to do and I don't have as much space. So also when I'm home, like right now, and after work for me, I'm about to go get my daughter, and I can't film while she's home. I can't really do intros either at night because usually I'm listening for her or I'm filming. That's usually at night is when I film my actual swatches. So you get to have car intros for all of these fun ones, or I'll just kind of chit chat while I'm applying polish. But I'm gonna get straight to the polish now. Like I said, this is a bit of a shorter video, so let's get to it. Let's get down to business with the swatches, and I'm going to start off with Boost Your Spirits by BCB Lacquers. And this is just like the epitome of Halloween in a bottle. It is like the most Halloween of Halloween colors, and it's so cute. I love it so much. No one does flakies like BCB. I mean, truly just some of the best. This polish was inspired by the 1980s McDonald's Halloween bucket. So if you go look up a picture, you will see the vibes. You can see the iridescent flakies in there. But this polish is a black tinted jelly with blue to purple flakes and gold orange to green flakes. And there is also some hollow flakes in there as well, which you can see. And it applies beautifully. Like I said, BCB does such a good flaky. This is just 2 coats. You can see the coverage is really nice. Does not need a glitter grabber. And this is 2 coats over my natural nails and a clear base coat. It is packed with flakies. And I didn't really have any sun this day, so you can't really see the hollow pop on it, but you can see that it is just a beauty. And this is capped at 400. And then probably one of my favorite polishes that I have put on recently. I wore this for an entire weekend, which for me is a long time. And this is Candlelight by Ethereal Lacquer. And I'm a really big fan of Simply Meant to Be, which was from their Nightmare Before Christmas release like 2 years ago, I think, at this point. This is kind of like similar to that, but it is a bit of a darker base and ridiculous shimmer. It is described as a soft gray base, as you can see, soft gray base, and it has a luminous gold to copper shimmer. And it's inspired by candlelight, like that. You can put candles in jack-o'-lanterns and whatnot. So this is the inspo for that. And you can see a little bit of visible nail line with 2 coats, but it covers really well. This is 3 coats here. I have very strong visible nail line, as you see, but I mean, if you wanted a blurring base under that, or even just a slightly blurring base, you're good to go. And next up, we have Mistress by Phoenix Indie Polish, and I love this polish. I'm going to tell you right now, my swatches, like the actual swatch application video, does not do this polish justice. So Phoenix was inspired by Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and this polish is capped at 600 bottles, and it is described as a black to red magnetic that shifts through steel and copper with blue iridescent microflakies. So you can really see the blue flakies there, and it builds really nicely into coats and is magnetic. Looking at this like velvet looks ridiculous. I'm obsessed with it. But the magnetic just totally like disappears as I'm swatching, which is wild. It's much more apparent in person. And here you get to see a lot more of that shift in action in my car, because this is my life now as I'm trying to navigate working full-time while also still maintaining some swatching. Once I'm back to working from home a bit, I'll be able to do a bit more. But hello, isn't car lighting the best lighting? This is 3 coats over clear base, and yeah, you could do 3 coats, but I think you get away with 2 as well. Speaking of another 3-coater, but gorgeous, we have Beast Knees Lacquer. That's a choice. And it is inspired by some real creepy vintage Halloween costumes. So as you can see, she's a bit sheer. It's a lion cousin. The lion cousins tend to be a little more sheer than the lion siblings, but I prefer the cousins. I like the blue shimmer. I love a little visible nail line moment. So that's a choice. Is described as a sepia lion cousin, and it has a cyan to pink shimmer. And obviously, as you can tell, just absolutely packed with hollow flakes. If you have longer nails, definitely probably going for 3 coats on this. You can see it builds pretty nicely though. And even so, I mean, you know, my nail line's doing the thing. But I mean, I really, really like this color. It's a really nice neutral. Honestly, the sepia tone of it really pops in the sun. I really, really love it as a neutral. And there's no cap on that one. And then we have Bluebirds, I Ain't Got No Body. And this is delicious, cheesy neon goodness. And it is capped at 700 bottles. And it's inspired by some fluorescent Halloween skull decorations, which is so funny. But it is also described, which I love Lou for this, also described as a mac and cheese neon yellow orange with an orange to pink to yellow to green shifting shimmer. And yes, it is like the Kraft mac and cheese, but make it gorgeous for your nails. And it builds beautifully, as Bluebird always does. With the longer nails like I have, this is probably more of a 3-coater, but it's not offensively sheer. It's a really fun color, and the neon is really doing the most. I actually really like it. I feel like it's a super flattering yellow orange. And this is that yummy, just sunny, bright neon color over my natural nails. 3 coats, clear base coat, all that fun stuff. Isn't it fun? I love it so much. But this is Bluebird's I Ain't Got No Body. And then we have Poison Cake by Penelope Luz, which is the second to last polish that I swatched this month. And Poison Cake is capped at 700 bottles, and and Penelope Luz was inspired by Gothic vintage cake. So with this polish, it's a multi-chrome. So it's a purple to blue to pink to copper multi-chrome. You really get the strong purple to blue on there as well. And you'll see pink at some really extreme angles for sure. So as you can tell, like when swatching multi-chromes is kind of hard, because it's kind of hard to get the shift unless you really tilt your nail. But you can see it here, the shift on that. And this is Poison Cake by Penelope Luz. I'm going to bring it into the light. You can see a lot of the blue, at least in the natural lighting. And last but certainly not least is Beware, for I Am Fearless by Cuticula. And they're also bringing back their top coat, their scented top coat, which I love their top coats in general. And Zombie Juice is the scent on that. But Beware for I Am Fearless is inspired by Frankenstein. And this polish is a super pretty soft gray base with a really, really strong, as you can tell, in one coat, purple to pink shifting shimmer. And it also is packed with silver holographic flakes. It builds really, really nicely, but if you have longer nails, you probably want 3 coats, I think. But it built really nicely on here, and I am wearing 3 coats though in my video here, in which I didn't get any shade for this, but this is just direct sunlight. 3 coats for this beauty. You can still see a little bit of nail line, but she's so pretty. This is Beware for I Am Fearless, and that's all I have. So that's everything. And like I said, everything is over on my Instagram at Polished Bookworm. Let me know if you have any questions about how, you know, anything applied. Let me know what's on your wish list, because the makers like went all out for this vintage Halloween theme. I'm so stoked about it. And October's is looking really good too. October's theme is natural phenomenons. And I already have a handful for October, so I will be doing a video. It will be short too, but I'll still be here, and I'll be here as much as possible. But my DMs are always open. You can leave a comment or find me on Instagram. So I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.